Yes. Hello everyone and welcome to you all in mathematics class for standard 7th year, and today we are going to discuss this unitary method. Okay, and the method that we are going to use here in this unitary method, that is direct variation. Okay, we are going to understand the direct variation. There are two types of variations that comes under unitary method, that is direct variation and indirect variation, and here we are going to see direct variation, and it is the second video for this week. Now let's start, students. Now you see, it is unitary method. What do you mean by this? And this we can understand as like this. You can see a method in which the value of unit quantity is first obtained. A method in which the value of unit quantity is first obtained to find the value of any required quantity. To find the value of any required quantity, we are finding first the value of unit quantity. Okay, so this method is telling us this only, that to find the value of any required quantity, first of all you have to find the value of unit quantity. It is clearly mentioned here, a method in which the value of unit quantity is first obtained to find the value of any required quantity, and that's why this method is called the unitary method. Now, in solving the problems on unitary method, we come across two types of variations, students. Generally, the two types of variations we are seeing, that is direct variations and inverse variation. The direct variations also called direct proportion, and inverse variation also called inverse proportion. Okay. Now, here first is direct variation, second is indirect variation. Then we can see now what we can understand from this direct variation of solving unitary method questions. So two quantities are said to be in direct variation if increase in one quantity causes increase in other quantity, and vice versa is also true here. That means if decrease in one quantity can cause decrease in the other quantity. Okay, surely it will cause decrease in one quantity, will decrease in other quantity, it will cause decrease in other quantity also. Due to this only the other quantity will also decrease. We are talking about the two quantities which are depending upon each other. That, and which type of dependence is there? That is direct dependence. That means that dependence is only called here direct variation. Okay, so two quantities are said to be in direct variation if increase in one quantity causes increase in other quantity, or we can say decrease in one quantity causes decrease in the other quantity, and that increase or decrease is also in a certain proportion. Okay, in the proportion in which one quantity is increasing, the same proportion the other quantity is also increasing. Similarly, in the proportion in which the first quantity is decreasing, in the same proportion the other quantity is decreasing here. That we have to understand. Okay, now example we can see here, such as more articles then more cost. If you are going to purchase any object, any article, then if you will purchase, suppose that at a certain price it is fixed for each article, and then if more articles you will purchase, then more cost you have to give, and if less articles then less cost. Then it is directly showing the number of articles and the cost. These two values are directly related with each other. That means they are direct variation. It is here the rule which we can use, that is direct variation only, to find the cost or the number of any of these two. Okay, if the question is asking the number of article, then also the same use, or if the question is asking the cost, then. Now for the work also we can use like this, that if more men are employed here, more men are working, then they will obviously work more. Okay, so that's why more men at work, then more work will be done, and less men will be there. Here the efficiency of each man is equal. Just try to understand that. Otherwise, don't think that one man is only working less or more. Not. Here the efficiency of each man is equal. That's why I'm saying that more men at work, then more work, and then less men at work, then it will be less work. Okay, and this type of relation we are saying that direct variation or direct proportion. Okay, hope it is clear. Now you see that questions. If the cost of 10 twice, based on these concepts only, some questions are there here. So if the cost of 9 twice is rupees 342, then find the cost of 16 such twice. 16 such twice that you have to find. Okay. Now, you can write that cost of 9 twice is 342. Already you know that for finding the cost of 16 twice, first of all you have to find the cost of 1 twice. That's why this method is unitary method, because you have to find the value of unit first. So cost of 1 twice is rupees 342 by 9. This you have to remember that for finding the cost of 1 twice you have to divide. That means for finding the value of 1, here can be cost or length, anything. For finding the value of 1 you have to divide. Okay, that means for finding the cost of 1 twice you have to divide 342, that means the cost of 9 twice by the number of twice, that is 342 by 9. So we are getting 38. This is the cost of 1 twice, rupees 38. Then what will be the cost of 16 twice? Obviously you will write that cost of 16 twice equals to 38 into 16. That means if you know the cost of 1 twice, then you will multiply with this cost whatever number of twice you want to find the cost. You want to find the cost. So if you want to find the cost of 16 twice, then you multiply the cost of 1 twice with 16. And if you want to find the cost of 20 twice, then you will multiply the cost of 1 twice with number 20, because you want to find the cost of 20 twice. So this is the way only. That means 38 into 16. Only you have to multiply only. If you know the cost of 1 twice, then after that you have to multiply to find the cost of any other number of twice. Okay. Hope that is also very clear. Now you will see that the cost will come, student, 608. When you will multiply, the cost will come 608. That is the cost of 16 twice. Now here the other type of question here is the cost of 37 meter of silk. Silk it is. The cost of 37 meter of silk is rupees 6,290. Then what length of this silk can be purchased for 4,420? What length you can purchase of this silk cloth? Okay, it is a type of cloth which can be purchased for rupees 4,420. Okay, so you have to find the length of this type of cloth, length of silk, which can be purchased in rupees 4,420. So statement this way you have to write that length of silk purchased for rupees 6,290 is 37 meter. Then the length of cost that can be purchased in rupee 1, that you have to find. Already said in unitary method you have to find the value of 1, that means cost of 1 or length of, you can say length of silk in rupees 1 only, in rupees 1, that is representing value of 1 only. Okay, so length of silk purchased for rupees 1 is 37 by 6,290. Okay, for finding value of 1, when you are knowing the value of multiple, that means the length of silk purchased in rupees 6,290, you know 37 meter. Then for finding the length of silk purchased in rupees 1, that means value of 1, you have to divide, that means 37 by 6,290 meter. Now therefore the last statement, that length of silk purchased for rupees 4,420 is, you have to multiply now, because you know the length of silk purchased in rupees 1 is 37 by 6,290. This is the length purchased in rupees 1. then the length of silk purchased in rupees 4420, you will multiply this value, that the length purchased in 1 meter in rupees 1, length purchased in 1 rupee, you will multiply with 4420. Okay, then answer you will get that 26 meter. Okay students, so this way now you can solve question number 1 to 6 of chapter number 9, unitary method, exercise 9a. Okay, and do watch these videos nicely for understanding these concepts. Okay, so I hope all it is clear. Now thank you all of you.